Don't feel don't feel too well. So let me just breeze through this. Wasn't gonna record, but fuck it. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you be notified every time I upload, man. Let me just breeze through some spots that I like here. I'm gonna put this shit together one way or the other later on, but um Sacramento Kings and Indiana Pacers 235 and a half over under. This is a back to back for Indiana. So y'all already know the drill with that. Just need to watch out for some injury news or whatever the case may be. Um, Fox, we know Fox is not playing. Um, so I don't know, man. Maybe we might get some Davion Mitchell. He might get the start, whatever the case may be with that. Also, keep an eye out for Malik Monk. Pace up matchup here for both teams, 235 and a half over under. It might go farther than that. Uh, I can't talk you off anything from this game, man. Miles Turner, you know, Sabonis will let you get your rebounds as well. So Miles Turner might end up, staying out. If he stay out of foul trouble, he might end up getting it, getting some threes. I mean, getting some threes and rebounds. Buddy Hield. It's Tyrese Halliburton. If he plays, it's a back to back. It's extremely too much. It's a lot going on here. All right, it's really a lot going on here. So love this game for same game parlays. That's what I'm gonna leave that at. It's too many stats and too many good spots that I have to point out. It would take all day for you guys to know that this game here should be off the chain. All right, Sabonis is not the greatest defender. He doesn't, he don't want to get in foul trouble. He knows the importance to his team. On top of that, he's a triple double threat. Like it's a lot. All right. Same thing with this game here. Charlotte Hornets at Detroit Pistons here. It's a lot. All right, the usual suspects from, you know, uh, Plumlee, he's always on my radar for the double double. Um, even if you caught the video yesterday, it is what it is. All right, so those, the two bad teams, man, two bad teams going at it. So another game for same game parlays that I love. Okay, honorable mention. I ain't gonna say our honorable mention, but I got to look at Bogdanovich point prop here at 21 and a half. Strong lean towards the over. Haven't put no money on it yet, but 9 times out of 10, I'm end up putting some money on it. I mean, that's one of the spots that this team struggles to defend. You go to the small forward position here and you look at the points. Uh, the, Charlotte, okay, Charlotte. Yeah, they're about the fifth worst, sixth worst at giving up points to the small forward position. And then the threes, they give up the fifth most threes. So with the shot volume, I'd imagine Bogdanovich is taking 17 to 20 shots a game. So that's there you have that. And then as far as Detroit side, like, look, man, Detroit, they are giving it. LaMelo Ball is in a great spot here, man. I mean, points. They're giving it up to points. They're giving up the threes. I want to say, yeah, they're giving up the threes. Shooting guard, they giving up the points. Third most points for Rozier's position. Threes. Um, they act like they defended three a little bit well, but everything is on the table. Some of these numbers can be misconstrued, but everything is on the table, even for the centers, man. Both of these teams, Charlotte and Detroit right there. They're giving up the points, then they definitely giving up the rebounds. Okay, both teams, they're neck and neck. Okay, so it's just a lot. So it's like the same thing with that first game. We just these first two games are gonna be Charlotte Hornets defense has been a little bit better. But both of these games, man, you know it should be one in these games. Portland Trailblazers and Washington Wizards. The injury news with Yusuf Nurkic, and then you have to watch out for Jeremy Grant. So those are some injury news that you have to watch out for. Nurkic is out. All right. Now on the flip side, you got Daniel Gafford. I don't really want to touch on all the usual suspects. Let's talk about some of these other guys. Daniel Gafford, he's been out with the illness. He was probable Wednesday, but he didn't go. So he's just about ready to go. All right. So I have to point that out because I missed his double double. Last game against New Orleans Pelicans, he ended up playing 29 minutes. He had 21 points and 12 rebounds. Okay. You'll get a double double for him at plus 300 right now. I'm not saying go there. I just want to point it out. I point it out every time I see him. You get it at plus 320 right now. I point it out every time I see him. All right. So if he starts, then Kristaps Porzingis would slide down to the four, which Portland doesn't have anybody to guard Kristaps Porzingis under these circumstances, well, no matter if he's at the four or the five. Because for the simple fact that, there's no Nurkic, and then you couple that with the fact that, uh, you know, they give up the most points to the centers anyway, Portland. And then Washington Wizards, they're not right about far behind. They fifth. These are the first and fifth worst teams at giving up the points to the center position. On paper, they don't give up a lot of rebounds to the center position, but sometimes you have to look past that. So in Nurkic's absence, you'll be looking at somebody like who's a capable rebounder, and he can go out there and make things happen. Eubanks, and if you've been betting and whatever case may be, he's a good rebounder. Okay, so I don't see a path of foul trouble for. I mean, if he stays true to uh, Gafford and these guys are guarding each other, I don't see a clear path for foul trouble for neither one of those guys, Eubanks or Gafford. So these guys could possibly duke it out. I like both of their rebound props. Whatever Eubanks, I think Eubanks prop will come out at about 8.5. I mean 7.5. Gafford is already out at 7.5. 7.5. Yeah, it's already out at 7.5. And he's hit this number one, two, three of his last four games. Like I said, he hasn't played since January 28th. But from what I've been reading, he should be good to go. It was just an illness. I'm not going to talk about the rest of these guys. I mean, everything is self-explanatory. I mean, Portland Trailblazers, they do give up the assists to point guards, especially as of late. They give up the third most assists to point guards and the first most the most assists to point guards for I mean rebounds to point guards. But I will not be going there. This Portland defense will have plenty holes in it. Uh, Damian Lillard's going to be doing the heavy lifting, and just about it, man. I ain't gonna keep talking about it. All right, Phoenix Suns and Boston Celtics. Oh, I can't right now. You know, I can't with this Phoenix Suns team here at this moment. I don't even care if Booker comes back right now for this game. I think uh I think Boston is still probably too much for these guys. Not gonna touch on too much right now for this game. I need to look a little bit more into it, but even for live betting purposes or whatever the case may be. Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, if they cooking, they cooking, man. And then the little guards, but Phoenix does have defensive pieces, but I just don't think they can score with them. All right, so if I'm betting this game, it's going to be Boston Celtics or nothing. Just a amount how I got to figure out how I'm going to attack them. All right. Um, Orlando Magic's at Minnesota Timberwolves 229.5 over under in this spot, and you have to keep an eye out for the Rudy Gobert news. So that's one thing. All right, Wendell Carter, you'll get a double double for him at I think it was plus 150 or some shit. Let me go take a look for you guys. Uh, if 110, I'm sorry, but if Rudy Gobert doesn't go, then I'll take the double double. This Minnesota team, they as a team they're not good rebounders. Okay, as a team, but they do rebound okay at the center position. Okay, they do rebound because of course Rudy Gobert. But see, they will give up as a team. They'll give up the rebounds to point guards and shooting guards. You know what I'm saying? They second and third, and the third and fourth, or whatever. Between those positions. So you know, now one guy I want to talk about is Kyle Anderson. All right, so if Kyle Anderson doesn't go, I mean, if Rudy Gobert doesn't go, then you could, that's who is it? Who you got a court paper for what? Yeah, nobody here from Cook County or none of that, man. Nobody's here from Cook County or anything. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, sir. No, I'm not no Greg, man. Thank you. Motherfuckers interrupted my. They got the wrong door. Shit. Where the fuck was I at? what the fuck? Minnesota. Yeah. So the three ball is in play here, and we all know that Minnesota don't. I mean, Orlando, they do not guard that small forward position well. Okay, so points. That's Orlando Magic's. Okay, that's they give up the most points to the small forward position, and then the threes. Okay, so that's probably going to end up being, it could be Anthony Edwards, it could be Kyle Anderson if Rudy Gobert is not in. They have other guys that you can look to as well. It's like Jaden McDaniels and uh, what's my boy name? Mm, Orion Prince and guys like that. But Anthony Edwards, he's the guy who's been on the tear, along with um um D'Angelo Russell as well. So these guys been on the tear, and that's just about it there. All right, so I'm trying to see something real fast. Yeah. So damn, Anthony Edwards been balling. Damn, what's his point prop? And D'Angelo Russell has been hitting that three. So yeah, everything, all that's in play. All right, but like I said, always don't forget, even for live betting purposes, when Rudy Gobert is out, then you could look to Kyle Anderson. Um, his last three games, um, rebounds and assists 16, 14, 9, 9, 10. Okay. So I think Rudy Gobert missed what, one or two games. Either way it goes, against Golden State Warriors, he just had 12 and 6. And then against Sacramento, he just had 8 and 6. Okay. So there you have that. All right. Now let me keep it moving. Toronto Raptors at Houston Rockets 225 over under in this spot. And then you know, it, when you look at this team here, it's all about the point guard position. They give up everything to the point guard position. Let's see, points, the major statistical categories. uh, assists, and then threes. Okay, Houston Rockets. So FanDuel points and fantasy points, and okay, so it is what it is. They're giving it up. All right, so you couple that with the fact that how good Fred Van Vliet has been lately, then all systems, all numbers are in play for me. This Houston team has been rebounding the ball really well, though. I'll give them that. But anything can happen. I say that to say, Precious Achua, high energy play. He will go out there and score some baskets. Precious Achua has been in double digits in a decent amount of games straight. I think his point prop is sitting at 3.5. Uh, 11 and a half. Let's see. So he scored in double digits in 12 of his last 15 games, and 9 games straight. His point prop is sitting at 13 and a half, which is kind of high, but it's probably doable in this spot. You can get a double double for him if you could, sneak out there and get you a double double. You get a double double with a decent number for him. Uh, I was looking at it earlier. You get that double double for plus 145. All right. Now, not only will they give up the three ball to the point guard position, of course they'll give it the three ball up to all to a host of other positions as well, including the Houston. I mean, the shooting guard position. That's Gary Trent. You know what I'm saying? Gary Trent can go out there and stroke it today. Small forward position. They will give up the 3 pointer to the small forward position. Um, I don't. Yeah, yeah, right there. So don't be surprised if uh, uh, Scotty Barnes hit one. You get good odds for Scotty Barnes. You know what I'm saying? And then even Pascal. So everybody's in play in those regards there. Okay. Um, I'm not even going to touch on the other side of the ball. I mean, Sangyun, yeah, he's all good. Boy, these tanking teams, it's hard to tell when these tanking teams that whatever really want to play. Just like this San Antonio team. I'm not even gonna touch it on this game. The whole 76ers team is in a great spot. Be safe out there. All right. It could be a blowout, anything, okay? Atlanta Hawks at Utah Jazz. A few areas that I'm looking to attack this game. First and foremost, we got a 242 over under. These teams have some powerful, some firepower, especially at the guards position. And Utah at the this backcourt can be explosive. Then you add Laurie Marketing. But uh, here's what I'm looking at here. Both of these teams can give up rebounds and points to the center position. They can give up rebounds and points to both slots. All right. So I'm thinking Clint Capella rebounds came out at a minus 125 last night, I believe, for 10 and a half. And I didn't get there because I didn't feel so good, man. But I'm looking at the double double there. So let's see. Mm, the double double for Clint Capella is minus 115. So I'm going to sprinkle on that. Walker Kessler, uh, it's possible he can get a double double, but I probably won't be sprinkling on it. I probably like his rebounds a little better. But he could get the double double. So if you feeling froggy, hey, go ahead. The three ball, okay, the three ball. I did want to touch on the three ball because it's a go for everybody, especially the guys in the backcourt. All right, so even Laurie Markkinen, so I can't talk you off nobody threes. However, Dejounte Murray has been, he's an honorable mention. He's almost shooting the three ball better than Trey Young right now, man. So uh, that's something that you have to keep an eye out for there, man. I'm damn near ready to pull a trigger, to tell you the truth. But yeah, he's hit back to back games. He's had 4 for 7 and 5 for 8 for 3. Like, man, keep it up, young man. Keep it up. Yeah, for sure. But those are some looks that I'm looking at for this game. This whether it's prize picks, whatever the case may be. Um, Still managed to go 18 minutes. I really wanted to go 12 or 15 minutes with this one, but this motherfucker came and knocked on my door with this bullshit. But either way it go, yeah, that just about sums this game up for what I'm looking at and who I'm looking at. Okay. So with that being said, guys, peace out, man.